Rational numbers. This is a free digital lesson, and it helps students learn what the different rational numbers are and how they relate to each other. So it starts out with some definitions. You want to go through these with the students. The natural numbers, and these are all rational. The natural numbers are the counting numbers. Whole numbers are the counting numbers plus zero. Integers are whole numbers and their opposites. And then these are all rational numbers, and any number that can be written in fraction form is a rational number. So that includes all of these, plus the fractions and decimals. So on the next slide, students are going to be moving these terms into the correct place in sentence frames. So here, any numbers that can be written in fraction form be a rational number. So they just click and hold on the edge, and they can move that into place. Counting numbers would be the natural numbers, and so on. And they can refer back to the previous slide if they need to. Now they're given a graphic organizer, so they're going to move these numbers into the correct place. And they can see how these relate to each other. The natural numbers are also going to be whole numbers, they're also going to be integers, and they're all rational numbers. Whole numbers are integers, and they're also rational numbers. Integers are rational numbers, and then this includes everything. So what they want to do on this slide is to move at least two of these numbers into each section. So if we start with the natural numbers, counting numbers, students may choose different numbers. So you're going to get different answers from different students. But here's two natural numbers, counting numbers. Then we get the whole numbers. Well, we know that includes zero, so we're going to put zero into the whole numbers. And we want at least one more, so here we can pick another one here. 5. Integers are whole numbers and their opposites. So that would include the negative numbers. And again, we just click and hold on the edge of the text box, and then we can move those into place. And then we want at least two rational numbers. They may or may not be in other categories. So the decimals and fractions can only go into the yellow section. And then let's see what we have left over. Now that we've got two in every section, we can just place these. Fraction can only go into the rational numbers section. And here's another fraction, and so on. And then they'll make sure they place all of the numbers. Now, once they've gone through all the rational numbers, students are probably wondering then, what is an irrational number? Well, an irrational number is a number that cannot be written in fraction form. That would be decimals that go on forever and don't repeat, such as pi. So that's an example of a decimal that goes on forever and does not repeat. Square roots that don't have they can't simplify to whole numbers. They're not perfect squares. Square root of 2, square root of 10, and so on. So now students are going to do another sort, the final one. And here they're going to place the numbers again, 2 in each section at least. And anything that's irrational has to stay on the outside. So that is a digital lesson on rational numbers.